What's the deal, world? I go by the name of Bizbilla, and we are back here with BYC Gaming and the New York Mets franchise. Today, we're going to be talking about our first impressions on MLB The Show 24, how we feel about it in its first couple days release. We're also going to close out this opening weekend series with the rubber match, the one that will decide the winner of this series. Is we got the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Amazins, the 1986 world champion New York Mets. As we take a look at the series thus far, Game 1 and Game 2 are out now on Twitch and YouTube. 6-0 win in Game 1. Great start from Senga. And Game 2 was a very good pitchers duel between Quintana and Brandon Woodruff. Today on the bump, we got Sean Manaea. He was 7-6 last season, 4.44 ERA. And while we have that number in our head, 4.4, I just want to shout out Christopher Rosario on YouTube real quick. He pointed out yesterday, he was watching one of the episodes. He said, hey, man, change Harrison Bader's number, dude. He's like, nobody is supposed to be wearing number 5. That is for David Wright. And we went ahead and changed Harrison Bader's number to the correct 44. That time, number 22, Brett Beatty makes a catch, and that is the first out, retiring Christian Yelich. As we get a peek at the Brew Crews lineup, we've had a little trouble with terrain in this series. We'll hope to contain these Brewers hitters as Monasterio comes up to the plate. We had a good game in the previous matchup. Is here Manaea has one out on one pitch. And now he's down 1-0 after throwing a sinker low. So shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Got some decent views on the first couple of episodes of this series as we look to walk away with a series win here early. Our next series is going to be against the Detroit Tigers directly after we finish this series with the Brewers. As I said, we're going to talk about first impressions real quick for the show 24 as Monasterio gets a base hit into shallow center. So one thing I think is weird, I liked it when I first noticed it in the background, but one thing that I find very strange is the crowd. Like, the crowd, I love the fact that they cheer for the team like relentlessly. Like, sometimes there'll be a Met chant going like throughout an entire at bat, and then they'll stop when something happens. Like if there's a foul ball, they'll be like, oh. But the thing I find very strange with the crowd is sometimes they don't react to things that they should react to. Like, I remember, I'm trying to think, it was either the Mets game or the Cubs game I played on the channel. Someone got a hit and the crowd like didn't react, and then we got an out and the crowd didn't react. So a little strange in that sense, but it's not really something you notice throughout the whole game. It just happens randomly. Right now, we got a 1-2 count against William Contreras. Man on first, one out. Good slider, but decent contact from Contreras is able to foul it off and keep this at-bat alive. Manaea with the pitch. This one's belted to left. Brandon Nimmo is under it. And he retires the second man here in the top of the first.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Willie Adamo.
All right, Willie Adames stepping into the box now. He takes the first pitch from Manaea inside for a ball. I actually didn't know that. Adames was acquired by the Tampa Bay Rays. And right there, he smokes one to left field. Good job by Marte cutting it off. Probably saved the run right there. Now the Brewers have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Let's take a look at the location of that pitch. Trying to see what went wrong right there. Circle change right down Broadway. Now Rhys Hoskins has a chance to give the Brewers an early lead. Takes ball one on the inside. Hoskins, of course, very familiar with the Mets. Longtime member of the Philadelphia Phillies. Acquired this offseason and looking to put the Brewers up early. Manaea with the pitch. Nice sinker. See some of the fans starting to come alive here as we have got Hoskins in a 1-2 count. Fouls off the slider. One-two count, chopped off again. Ooh, close right there. Manaea won strike 3. He's not happy about that one, and I cannot blame him. It all works out nonetheless. Manaea with a great sinker. Hoskins is forced to do nothing but stare at it. The Mets come up in the bottom of the first. All right, so on the bump for Milwaukee, Jacob Junis, 4-3 on the season last year. He's going to start things off here against Brandon Nimmo, Marte, and Jeff McNeil.
Nope.
Ball misses right there. 0-1 count to Nimmo. Nimmo takes a sinker right across the plate for a 1-1 count. So as I mentioned in the previous episodes, I grew up a Mets fan. I go as far back with them as, you know, Todd Hundley. Shout out to Mookie Wilson, Bernard Gilkey. And even though, you know, the 80s teams were before my time, I was definitely a big fan of those teams. I actually got a chance to play catch 2 different occasions with the Mets Baseball Academy. I got a chance to play catch with Mookie Wilson, who hit that game winning base hit against Boston in '86. So I don't know. I love this team, man. So much history and still so many things to accomplish. As Brandon Nimmo accomplishes the first good at bat of the day for the Mets. He draws a walk. It's now Starlin Marte comes to the plate. He's looking at a slider for strike 1. But yeah, I think that's probably I got a lot of good Mets memories. We're going to talk about them throughout the series, but one of my favorites is definitely playing catch with Mookie Wilson. Like, we were doing a drill where he was throwing the ball over your shoulder and just trying to teach us ways to reel that ball in when you're coming at it from a weird angle. And man, God salute Mookie Wilson, man.
1 ball.
Mets legend. Right now it's a 1-2 count to Marte. He's got Nimmo on first. Ooh, wow. Very questionable call by the umpire. That slider that Junis has been throwing was perfectly thrown right there, but called for a ball. That time we defend the plate from the slider. And the 83-mile-per-hour pitch is fouled off. 2-2 count remains. That slider is wicked, man. And that's a pitch that he's going to go with consistently. If we can catch him, you know, missing with that pitch, maybe we'll have a chance to take it for a ride. But that time, Marte is down on strikes. Jeff McNeil stares at a high strike. Steps in now. 0-1. Late on the sinker. It's going to be foul as we get a quick look at the pitch repertoire for Junis. All right, this one's hit to the gap. And Brandon Nimmo is going to go all the way to third after McNeil picks up the single. And now the Mets are threatening runners at the corners, and Pete Alonso due up next. Good job there, hitting with 2 strikes from McNeil. Sees the pitch that he wants, stays with it, and collects a hit. Here comes the hottest hitter on the team by far. Ooh, doesn't look too hot right there, swinging through a slider. Pete Alonso stepping in. Batting average through the roof right now. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, 4 runs scored, along with a walk.
Nope, outside.
That time he watches a cut fastball go outside and away. Ooh, nice sinker. Kind of glad we did make perfect contact with that one, because that could have easily been a ground ball. 1-2 count. Woo. Tries to jam me with the sinker. Alonso able to foul it off. We now got a 1-2 count. Nearly gave chase. Good call by the umpire. Pete able to hold up there. 2-2 count. Ooh, that sinker inside is tough to lay off, and it's tough to do something with. Let's see what Junis comes with this time. 2-2 count again. Oh, that slider, man. I also worried about defending the plate. Chased a very bad pitch right there.
Count 1-0.
Lindor steps in. He takes a ball on the outside. 2 men on for the Mets here in the bottom of the first. Oh. Probably should have taken that pitch instead. We ground out the first. And the Brewers do a good job keeping the Mets from putting a run on the board in the first. Joey Wiemer now stepping in. As we said, the problem with the Mets has been run support. We've had a very tough time getting runs across the plate.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
So Darryl Parker will be calling the balls and strikes in today's game. I'm truly hopeful. Oh. Thought we had a chance at that one. Good piece of hitting there from Wiemer. And now he's on first base to start things off in the second.
Nope.
Here comes the rookie Trujillo, who takes a very questionable first pitch ball.
Yep,
This umpire, Darryl Parker, has definitely missed some calls early on.
Three balls, 1 strike. Ball! Take the base.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
All right, sorry about that. Had a phone call real quick. All right, Garrett Mitchell swings through. Strike 1 there. We got 2 men on, nobody out. Manaya now. Beautiful slider. Tough to lay off, but Garrett Mitchell does just that. That time he's caught looking at a slurve as Manaya picks up his second K of the day. Terang stares at a high sinker. That is going to be strike one. Another sinker this time. Gets him swinging. And now 0-2 count to the former first-round draft pick. Woo! Man, I could have dove for that, but that is too risky to potentially have all that speed on the base pass and take a dive on that ball. Let's take a look and see could we have made a play on that if they show us the shot of the ball dropping before it gets to Nimmo. They will not. We'll just assume that we might have had a chance to get that. Look at this. Speed all over the base pass right now. And the left-hander Christian Yelich is up to the plate. Yelich gives chase to a low sinker. Count even at 1. Pounding the zone with that sinker. 1-2 count. Ooh, good block. Good block by Francisco Alvarez. That could have been trouble. That definitely could have spelled disaster. 2-2 count. We got a slow dribbler. We're only going to be able to get one out on this one. Smart play, not throwing it to second because we would have still had bases loaded. Good play by McNeil. But the Brewers do stretch across a run on the fielder's choice. Monasterio now in. He looks at strike one. This one's going to be a short bloop to right field. Marte is under it. And although the Brewers did get a run across, the Mets do a good job containing them just to 1 run. That's the score. 1-0 heading into the bottom of the second.
Leading up for the Mets, the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
All right, here comes Alvarez. He had a 3-for-3 ball game in game 1, then followed up with 0-for-4 in his next game.
That's a ball.
Now staring at count, that's even at 1. Brewers, of course, winning the last game in extra innings, getting a base hit in the 10th on the first pitch they saw. Phil Bickford charged with the loss in that one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Alvarez now up 3-1 here.
4-4, take your base.
And that one's going to be called for a ball, close to the strike zone. Second walk of the game for Junis.
The designated hitter, DJ Stewart.
Here comes DJ Stewart. As my man, Mr. Met, hypes up the fans. Stewart here steps in with Alvarez on first. Gives chase to the sinker on the outside. Strike 1.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Junis fouls up with another sinker. That one misses away. Count even at 1. Ooh. I don't know why I wanted to give chase to that. Thankfully, we don't. Ball 2.
Ball, that's out.
3-1 count now. As Harrison Bader is on deck.
Nope.
All right, so the Mets draw 2 walks to start things off here
The center fielder,
in the bottom of the second. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to bunt right here. But right now we're going to make Junis throw strikes. He throws a really good strike right there. I could have tagged, but Ah, man, I'm mad I didn't tag. I did not want to test the arm from the guy throwing from left field, but I should have tagged on that one. Hopefully we do not regret it as Brett Beatty steps into the box now. Still 2 men on, 1 man out. All right, I'm definitely tagging on this one. All right, we get Alvarez to third, but see, if we would have tagged on the previous play, that would have been a tie game right there. Thankfully, we do have Brandon Nimmo coming to the plate. We still got 2 men on. One of those runners is 90 feet away from tying this game. Nimmo stares at a sinker for a strike.
Ball, that's inside.
40th pitch of the game on the way from Junis. He throws it, and he gives up a base hit to Brandon Nimmo, and that is something that we have had trouble doing in this series early on. Got to give a hand to Brandon Nimmo right there for driving in the runner when in scoring position right there. Beautiful hit to the opposite field. It drops in the left field for a base hit, and the Mets have now tied the game. We still got a runner on second. We've got Nimmo at first, and we've got Marte at the dish. He takes a sinker at 92 miles per hour for strike 1. Marte struck out in the first. And that time he's caught looking at a slider that falls into the bottom of the zone. 0-2 count to the Mets right fielder. Gets good contact on this one. Won't make a difference though, as it will be a pop fly to center field. But nonetheless, Brandon Nimmo comes through in the clutch and picks up a big hit that ties this game up at 1 heading into the third.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the catcher, William Contreras.
William Contreras now steps in.
Ball 1.
Sean Manaea getting back to work. He throws the ball right there. Contreras had a crucial RBI in the previous game against these Mets. Nice slurve there. It is in there for strike 1. This time it's a sinker that's chopped down the first baseline, right into the glove of Pete Alonso. It's easily fielded, and it is the first out of the third. This one is shot up the middle, and Adames has a single here with 1 out in the third. Sorry, I just drifted off into space for a second there. I was thinking about one of these games me and my uncle went to, and those of you that have been to baseball games that have gone on for a long time, y'all know this can be true. So it was Mets Rockies at Shea Stadium, and it rained a lot that night, but they did pick up the game. I think the game picked back up at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it wasn't that many fans there by the time the game continued, so they let everyone that was in the ballpark move on down. And, you know, I was young at the time, so I didn't really care about seats and stuff like that, but that was one of my first times sitting in the lower bowl. I got shout out Mama Love, shout out to Mom Dukes, you know what I'm saying, man. We used to have some good seats for some Mets games after that point. You saw them play Philly. I got to meet Bobby Valentine. And right there, Rice Hoskins meets the bench Third strikeout of the game for Sean Manaea. We now got 2 gone here in the third. But that's probably the best baseball game I've ever been to. Mets Phillies at Shea Stadium. I mean, bro, it was just an exciting game. That was another game with a rain delay. But we were sitting literally, I could put my hand on the top of the Mets dugout. We were in that first row. And I got to talk to Mike Piazza, Ray Ordonez. Man, it was just an amazing experience. And Gardo Alfonso. I got an autographed baseball that I still have from Bobby Valentine. And right now we have ourselves a grounder to third. Brett Beatty makes a nice play and a nice throw. And the Mets retire the side. The Brewers strand 1. The Mets are due out with McNeil, Alonso, and Lindor in the bottom of the third.
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, McNeil.
All right, Jeff McNeil steps in. We've been doing a good job making Jonas throw pitches as the game has progressed on. A little aggressive in that first inning, much better at bats in the second inning, and that was proof by that tying run we scored on the base hit by Nimmo. Good pitch to hit from McNeil right there, unable to time it right, and it's fouled off.
That's outside.
1-1 count, now goes 2-1. Ooh, I was early on that one. I recognized it early. I thought it was a fastball or a cutter. Instead, it happens to be a slider with a little less rotation. A little less velocity. We fouled it off. That time we do get the cutter. We're early on that one. And that's going to be a routine play for Weimer in right field.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
All right, here comes the polar bear. Stepping in for his second at-bat of the game. Struck out in the first at the hands of Junis. There's the pitch to Alonso, and he smokes it right up the middle. Base hit for the New York Mets first baseman. Is now Pete's on. 1 man out. Frankie Lindor coming into the box. A piece of hitting by Pete. Although his most loudest hits have been home runs, he has had some good singles. I think he had a nice double in game 1. Either way, he's got himself on first base with 1 man out. Here's the pitch to Lindor. Sinker in on the hands, but it's going to be called for a strike. Lindor grounded out in his first at-bat to first base.
Ball, that's in.
That one misses on the inside. 1-1 count. He's definitely working the inside part of the plate early on in this at-bat. I thought that pitch was going to be in a better spot. Good contact, but unable to quite do anything with that one. Good contact. Now it's going to be up to Francisco Alvarez to keep this inning alive here for the Mets. Pete Alonso still on first. We got 2 gone here in the third. Slider misses low. Another thing I'll point out as there's the second ball thrown there to Alvarez. If you look up on the scoreboard, like the bottom of the bleachers, I love the fact that those LED scoreboards now show the statistics of the players. I shouldn't have swung at that. I'm going to regret that one later on in this game because I was up 2-0 in that count. Didn't have to swing at the first strike I saw. But that's what we did. And now we're going to the fourth. Getting ready to face the Brew Crew's bottom of the order.
Leading off for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Jackson Chourio.
That one's popped to center. Bader makes the catch.
Now
We got one gone here
Garrett.
in the top of the fourth. So Manaea, I didn't realize he's up to 60 pitches probably by the time this inning is over, and he's starting to get tired. So we may see the debut of our long relief pitcher this season. Haven't had to use him quite yet, but this may be the game for that. I think it's Luchesi, how you say his name? I think he's a lefty as well. 1-2 count here. Manaea looking to get the K on Mitchell. Look at Lindor. Lindor's got range, but I wish I would have barehanded that one. It's an infield hit. Is Garrett Mitchell too fast to not beat out a play like that? Hustles down the line, puts his head down, and beats the throw to first. I got the lefty Terang at the box, batting in the ninth spot today. Right there, he's looking at an 0-2 count early. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. I'm not locating that slider well at all today. We paid the price for that. Manaea gives up a hit. Yeah, we gotta get an arm going. Tough spot here for Manaea. 2 on, 1 out. Breaks the bat. It will go foul, resulting in strike 1. Runners are going. Thankfully, that one fouled off because they both have speed, and they both easily could have beat that throw out. They don't go this time. Change-ups in there, but it's going to be a ball. 1-2 count to Terang. Oh my goodness! How did he make contact with that? Unable to get the runner at home, and that's going to be it for Manaea. I don't think bruh is ready, but I'm going to let him face Monasterio. This is the last batter he will face in this game. 2-1 game now. Brewers got the lead. Manaea looking to limit the damage. I should have thrown it home, but that guy is too fast, and I'm not going to risk having more runners on with only 1 out. So we'll take the out. Sucks that the run scores, but that'll be it for Sean Manaea. Things got a little rough for him down the stretch there.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 47, Joey Lucchesi.
All right, so Lucchesi gonna get warm real quick, throw a few pitches, and we're gonna get straight to it. Need him in this situation to get this out. Facing a tough out in William Contreras. But here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
That one low. This one going to be grounded to McNeil. Routine play, and the Mets get out of that inning. But 2-run score. I hope they show that replay of that hit. I think Terang got. Like, where that ball was at is no reason he should have been able to put. No, I don't know if it was him or Yelich, but somebody made a ridiculous piece of hitting on a pitch that was way outside of the zone. Either way, is it a 3-1? It is a 3-1 game. This is not John Shambi. This is not Chris Singleton. This is your boy Beisbol, and you're rocking with us on BYC Gaming Brand Controller, episode number 3 of the New York Mets franchise series. Whether you're watching live or on the playback, we appreciate you. Salute to you for tapping in. If you like what you see, comment, like, subscribe, all of the above. Good swing by DJ Stewart, but it's going to be right into the glove of Hoskins. And we got one gone here for the Mets in the bottom of the fourth.
Harrison Bader.
One zero. Two balls, no strikes.
All right, Bader. I had an account 2-0. Bader being one of two players that those of you who watched the series last year will remember. Harrison Bader was on the Yankees last season. He was the stolen base leader for us throughout the whole season. And in the next game, you'll be seeing Luis Severino, another former Yankee, who's now playing for the crosstown Mets. He's right here. Bader's got himself a 3-0 count. Gonna stare at a slider there. Count 3-1. And that's gonna be a walk. So Harrison Bader gets his first walk of the season. Fourth walk allowed in this game by Junis. You would think we'd have more runs across, but getting hits with runners in scoring position as well as flat out being clutch has not been the case for us today. Outside of that big hit from Brandon Nimmo, it has been a very mediocre day from the plate in crunch time. Oh, a swing through that one. But Harrison Bader does steal the base, and he's now in scoring position. They didn't have the craziest lead. Got a solid jump. It still was very close, but Bader able to beat that one. As it is an 0-2 count. That pitch was a strike anyway.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Beatty looks at one on the outside. Beatty is 0 for 1 on the day, but he's got a man in scoring position here. Gonna ground this one to second. Defends the plate there, grounds to second, is an out. 2 outs now. But the man with the only RBI on the day also has a walk to his credit. Brandon Nimmo steps in. We could really use another clutch hit from Nimmo here in the fourth. That time he stares at a changeup. Breaking ball. Hits the outside part of the plate for a strike. Nimmo sees one he likes, but he's late on it. 1-2 count to the Mets center fielder. Another changeup misses. Count even at 2. 3-2 count now. Starling Marte on the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch. Very early on that one. Was a little fooled by it. Nimmo going to step out of the box. Collect himself for what is going to be a big payoff pitch here on 3-2. Man on third. 2 outs. And Nimmo draws the walk. So good job by Brandon Nimmo. 5th walk of the game drawn by the Mets. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to leave y'all looking at the box score. Give me 1 moment. All right. Sorry for that delay. All my good people out there watching on BYC Gaming. We are back. Still a crucial point of the game right here.
0-1.
As these Mets are in a big spot here. Looking to get back in this game, and this one's taken to the opposite field. Look at this throw to third. It's going to be close. Ooh, he's going to get Nimmo trying to be aggressive. But hey, we do get the run in. Oh, man, I should have just stayed at second. Oh, that hurts. Good throw by the left fielder. And the Mets cut down this lead. It is now a 3-2 game. I'm going to be real. I like the aggressive base running from Nimmo on that play, as Willie Adames takes ball one. He's 2 for 2 on the day.
Ball 2. 2-0.
Adames, 2-0 count.
Yeah.
Gets him swinging through a nice 12-6 curve.
Nope, that's a ball.
That cutter is a nice pitch for Lucchesi, but can't seem to locate it. I don't know if Bader's going to be able to get to that one. That's going to be a base hit for Adames. He's now 3 for 3 on the day. Here comes Rhys Hoskins. That one foul down the line. 0-1 count now, 0-2 after another foul ball from Hoskins.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Buries one in the dirt right there. Good block by Alvarez. Hoskins gives chase to another fastball. Fouled off again. This one hits a third. Beatty has a chance for a 5-4-3 double play. Good job by the Mets third baseman. He's shown some good glove work this season. Makes it look routine. Nice catch and throw from McNeil. And it's gloved by Alonso for the second out. That one bounces off of the knee pad of Alvarez. It's going to be ball 1 here against Joey Wiemer, who fouls off an 82-mile-per-hour changeup the opposite way. 1 for 2 on the day is Wiemer. He's got himself in a 1-1 situation. Now the count 1-2 after another foul ball. Lucchesi, 1-2. Wiemer stays alive, fouls another one off. Whew. That cutter cuts him up. And Wiemer sat down on strikes. Good inning there from Lucchesi as he throws a beautiful cut fastball to set down the Milwaukee Brewers right fielder. Mets due up in the bottom of the 5th.
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman.
Out.
I was hoping that one went foul.
Up next to the Mets,
McNeil gives chase early. So that last out is going to be the last pitch of the game for Junis. He gets out Jeff McNeil, and now the lefty, Wade Miley, steps in to face Pete Alonso. Pete 1 for 2 on the day. Had a single in his last at-bat.
Nope, outside.
That time he's staring at a cutter. It stays on the outside part of the plate.
That's Ball 2.
There's another cutter. That time 84 miles per hour. 2-0 count.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The most recent Mets game I've been to, I've seen them in other stadiums besides Citi Field. Most recent I went to, I believe, was against the Braves, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, nasty pitch right there. Actually, the most recent baseball game I've been to, I saw the Brewers play the Braves last year. Had some really good seats too. Had a good time with the homies. Shout out to Willie Hustle TV, Rare Visions. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Devon. I should not have swung at that. I knew it was going to be a ball, but for some reason, I gave chase. 3-2 count still to Alonso. And nonetheless, he will draw a walk here. Look at that bat from Pete Alonso. As Wade Miley puts him on first. And now Frankie Lindor stepping into the box. 3-2 game, bottom of the 5th. Oh, so early on that one. I saw that one, but just way too early on it. Ooh, that was a nasty changeup. Nearly gave chase to that one. Good job holding up by Lindor.
Ball, that's just out.
Lindor with a 2-1 count here. Lindor hits a weak bloop. Ooh, I thought that was gonna drop. Man, Lindor's had some pieces of hitting that could have easily done some damage, but just into the glove right there. All right, stepping in 0 for 1 on the day is Francisco Alvarez. Some reason I'm staring at a beautiful fastball right there. Should have given chase. 0-1 though, nonetheless. Cut fastball down low. Good contact. But it will be right to the second baseman, who throws it to the shortstop, Adames, and the Mets are retired, leaving more runners stranded at the end of the 5th.
Leading off for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Jackson Chourio.
All right, Jackson Chourio steps in. He's looking at strike 1 on a 2-seam fastball. Good job by Lucchesi there, getting the K. Retires him to start things off. It's Garrett Mitchell now stepping in. Shout out to all the fantasy baseball players out there. Today is my league's fantasy baseball draft. We call it the Quarantine League. We've been running it for about 4 or 5 years now. And I think the draft is at 7 tonight. So tonight we're gonna get some streaming in throughout the day. Then tonight we're gonna watch some good old Knicks basketball. Here we got a 0-2 count to Mitchell here in the 6th, and somehow he fouls off that cutter. Count still 0-2. Fouls off that circle change to stay alive. Ooh, that could have been dangerous.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really didn't have to throw a strike in that situation, but he was fouling everything off. This one chopped to short. Good pick by Lindor. Whoa, very close. Mitchell has got some speed. He comes flying down the line, but he will be retired. All right, Bryce Terang in the box now. 2 gone here for the Brewers, and Terang's going to take this one the opposite way. And put a man on first here early on. Oh, we get him in the rundown. How about that? Joey Lucchesi with a pickoff move. That was beautiful. I'm going to be real with you. I got to see that again. We now move to the 6. Let's go ahead and warm up some arms while we're here as well. I want to see that play again. Good job here by the pitcher. Reading the amount of space. I mean, look at the space that he has between him and first. That's a big lead. Let's see this pickoff move again. That is a great move. And he thought, as soon as he saw the motion, he just assumed that Alonso had a little bit of a delay there, didn't he? A little bit of a delay by Alonso getting that ball to Lindor. Yeah, look at the mesh jerseys. The neighborhood fly guys. All right. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know how I do with my replays. Just get a quick screenshot of Lindor making that tag. That is a beautiful screenshot right there. All right, let's get back to action. Appreciate y'all patience with me. DJ Stewart, the DH, is now in the box. He's going to take one the opposite way. And the Mets got their first base runner in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes Harrison Bader. Stepping in, facing Wade Miley right here. He's down 0-1. Has a walk, a stolen base, and scored one of the 2 runs that the Mets have scored this afternoon. Oh, it's like I recognized it way too late. Good sinker there. I mean, good change up there. 0-2 count now.
That's inside.
Miley remains ahead of the count, even after throwing the inside cut fastball. 1-2 to Harry Bader.
Ball inside.
Bader takes a slider on the inside part of the plate. Now donning the number 44 for the Metropolitans. Didn't necessarily want to swing at that, but we had to defend that plate. And that's going to be the first out here in the 6th. I'd rather go out on a pop-up than a strikeout because you never know what can happen out in the field. I almost would like to pinch hit for Brett Beatty right here, but we're not going to do it. He's been solid for us.
0-1's the count.
Poor swing right there. It's going to lead to an 0-1 count. Beatty due for a hit, 0 for 2 on the day thus far. 1 out, man on first.
Outside, that's the ball.
Cutter misses away. Misses with the circle change. 2-1 count now. DJ Stewart takes his lead off of first.
Ball 3.
Beatty now looking at a 3-1 count. Brandon Nimmo on deck. Tried to drive that one instead. It's hit foul. 3-2 count to Beatty. Beatty does an excellent job getting a bat on that ball. Not going to touch the arm of the third baseman. He makes a good throw back into the infield. And now Beatty with a clutch hit right there against Miley. And now the Mets are threatening with a runner on second and first. 1 out here as that ball just gets over the outstretched hand of Terrain. Now Brandon Nimmo steps into the game. 1 for 1 on the day.
Inside, ball 1.
Nimmo has drawn 2 walks this afternoon. Clutch spot for the Mets center fielder. Fastball thrown right down the plate. It's going to be fouled off. Good swing timing. Not quite sure how that resulted in a foul.
Nope.
Very good location on that cut fastball. But a good job laying off by Nimmo. Ooh. Pitch looked good, but it was not. Everything that glitters is not gold. Count even at 2. 2 men on, 1 out. Woo. Tough pitch to lay off right there. Good eye by Brandon Nimmo here. Runners in motion. It's going to be a pop-up. 3-2 count remains on the foul pitch. Runners go again. Nimmo fouls it off again. Nimmo may have created a rough spot for us. We sent the runners. Thankfully, everybody makes it back in time. Man, I gotta take a deep breath on that one. I thought we just hit to a double play right there. Marte now stepping in. He's going to take a ball from Miley right here. Both teams have left 8 runners on base in this game. Nice cut fastball. Rolls across the plate. Good location on the slider right there. 2-1 count to Marte. Marte makes a big piece of contact right there. And the Mets are going to tie this ball game up. Big clutch hit for Starlin Marte. The Mets now tie the game at 3 and still have a chance to add to this great inning they've had here as Marte's on first. Beatty on third. Jeff McNeil at the plate. McNeil takes a strike right there. Tried to make something happen with that pitch right there. Instead, we're swinging and missing. But nonetheless, Starlin Marte steals his second base of the year. That pitch would have been a strike either way. 0-2 count here to Jeff McNeil. Can't catch up with that slider. It was wicked. Miley gets out of the inning, but the Mets do enough damage to tie this game at 3. We're headed to the 7th.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the left fielder, number 22, Yellow.
Yeah.
All right, so Lucchesi back in the game here. He's facing Christian Yelich. Should probably be the last batter he faces.
Ball inside.
We'll use this lefty-lefty matchup to our advantage.
Ball. That's down.
Nice changeup right there. Fouled off by Yelich. 2-2 count. This one hit the shallow center. I don't know who had a better chance at it. One of the infielders or Bader right there. I think McNeil should have given that one chase. Let's go ahead and take out
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
my man Lucchesi. He had a good appearance out of the bullpen. Now we hand it over to Adam Ottavino. 12 holes on the season last year. 3.21 ERA. 28% strikeout rate. We can definitely use a strikeout right here against Andrew Monasterio. This one hit down the line. So since he's bunting, I'm going to try to throw the ball somewhere he can't really get a good bunt on the ball. There we go. Good job by Adam Ottavino. And just like that, Monasterio is down 0-2. Not going to bunt with 2 strikes there, but the wild pitch is going to work as damn near sacrifice right there. As the slurve gets away from Ottavino, and now he faces Contreras with 1 gone, and Yelich now at second. The sinker is in there for a strike. Got ourselves a 0-1 count here. Ottavino now down 0-2. Up 0-2, pardon me. Up 0-2 on Contreras. Now we're going to try to get him with this slurve. Ooh, somehow he's able to foul that one off. Ottavino gets a slow ground ball to Lindor. Thankfully, Contreras not as speedy as some of the other names in this lineup, and that'll be the second out. 2 gone here before we stretch. And coming up is Willy Adames. I'm going to be honest. He's 3 for 3 on the day. Rhys Hoskins is on deck, and Rice hasn't had himself much of a day. So I'm going to walk Adames right here. We got a base open. Hoskins has not got a hit on the season yet. So we're going to go with those matchup numbers. Like we said, Adames 3 for 3 on the game so far. So we'll go against the struggling hitter in comparison. Ottavino. Got 2 outs here to work with. Hoskins fouls the cutter off. This one's in the dirt. Good block by Frankie Alvarez. All right, we get Hoskins to swing through a slider right there. A sinker, pardon me. That was a sinker he swung through. Now we'll try to get him with the slurve.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 count now.
The count's full.
Pitch from Ottavino misses. 3-2 count now. Payoff pitch on the way. And look at Ottavino getting a very crucial, very big strikeout on Rhys Hoskins. 3-3 remains the score as we stretch into 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Milwaukee, number 59, Elvis Peguero. Leading up for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete
All right, here comes Pete Alonso up to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. Also drew a walk here. That changeup was a good pitch to hit, but couldn't quite get the right kind of contact on that one. Pete Alonso grounds out. And that's the first out here. So definitely got to remind myself to be a little more patient at the plate. Like I said, that pitch did look like it was a good one to hit. But let's go ahead. Oh, I literally just said this, and I chased a first pitch fastball. That was a good pitch to hit, but again, our timing a little off right now. That one hurt. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. After I just said that, I followed it up by doing that. All right, Alvarez steps in. 3-3 ball game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
No, inside.
As Peguero pretty much moving through this lineup very quickly. Milner and McGill getting warmed up in the bullpen for the Brewers. Oh my gosh. That is the sound of a man who knows he missed the best pitch he's going to see all inning. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, I will not let myself down for letting Francisco Alvarez swing through that pitch. Top of the 8th on the way, tie game.
Leading off for the Brewers, the right fielder, Joey Wiemer.
Got him.
All right, 0-1 count here to Chiriyo, the rookie, one of the best prospects in all of baseball right now, making his debut this season. Ottavino looking to humble the young man on this 0-2 count. And he does just that. Great pitch from Ottavino. 2 outs now here in the 8th.
The center fielder, Jared Mitchell.
That one foul down the line.
Ball.
Nice slurve. Misses this location though. All right, 1-2 count. Mets looking to end this inning here. Crowd making noise. Ottavino gets Mitchell staring at strike 3. Mets due up in the middle, after the middle of the 8th, in Flushing.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Milwaukee, number 55, Kobe Milner. Leading up for the Mets, the designated hitter, DJ Brewer.
Kobe Milner now steps in. He's got a little bit of a side winding motion going on. Let's see how we fare against it. Right now, he's painting that inside part of the plate. That was a beautiful pitch. 0-2 count now.
Ball 1.
1-2 count. Don't quite know what I was swinging at right there. One out. DJ Stewart retired.
Harrison. Bader.
Bader makes good contact, but this pitch is high, and it's going to be popped right into the center fielder's glove for the second out. Try to check my swing. Instead, we go forward. Beatty can't hold up. And we've now got an 0-1 count. This guy's got some nasty stuff, man. 0-2 count to Bader. I'm real. That was just a poor inning. We had a lot of lefties up in that inning, and it's not easy to hit a left-hander that throws like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't want to use all of our arms right here, but I'm gonna let Ottavino face terrain, because this is actually a very important out right here. This guy has some ridiculous speed. So let's make sure we retire him, and then we'll go to the pen. Start bringing in some new arms. How did he hit that? Somehow he does. And the count is 0-2. Ooh. Fastball on the inside. Gonna miss. Here comes the cutter. That was very close to being a strike right there. Nonetheless, Ottavino has to throw one more. Throws a slurve, and it gets the ground out to second base. So we very easily could be looking at another extra inning matchup between the Mets and the Brewers here as Lopez comes into the game. All right, Lopez steps on to the bump. His first assignment, Christian Yelich. We take strike one. All right, we get a grounder to third, and that will be out number 2. Monasterio now into the game at the plate. One count. McNeil stretches out the arm, gloves the pop up, and the Mets have the top of the lineup due up. We can walk it off from this point on. That's what they're going to try to do in the bottom of the ninth. All right, so here comes Brandon Nimmo here to start things off in the 9th inning against Hobie Milner, who mowed through the Mets lineup in the last inning with pitches like that on the inside part of the plate. That sinker fouled off. We got ourselves an 0-2 count here. Nimmo makes contact. He is really painting that inside part of the bottom of the zone. It's not much I can do with that, so it's an important at bat right here as we have Starlin Marte stepping into the box. 2 singles on the day, 2 RBIs. He shoots one down the line. I'm very disappointed that didn't get by the third baseman. I'm very surprised that didn't make it down the line. Good play by Monasterio at the hot corner. 3-3 game remains. As McNeil stares at a sinker right down the pipe. 0-1 count. hacks one off. Just going to go right to the ball boy on the third baseline. 0-2 count.
That's a ball.
Good eye by McNeil there. Milner's ahead. 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Left-handers starting to learn their lesson here in the lineup. Hold off on some of these low pitches from Milner. 2-2 count now. Good piece of hitting by McNeil. Is that going to stay? It stays in the air long enough for Mitchell to chase it down. And for the second consecutive game in this series between the Mets and the Brewers, we are headed to extras. All right, so William Contreras is going to get things started for the Brewers here in the 10th.
Off the plate, ball 1.
They'll start off with decent speed with Monasterio on second.
Oh, that's out.
And a 97-mile-per-hour sinker is going to retire Contreras right there. But now the runner moves to third. So let's go ahead and have Edwin Diaz ready and waiting. And I hate to do this, but we are going to walk Adames for a second time here. I respect the game that he's had today, 3 for 3. And I don't want any situation. This literally just happened like an inning or two ago. So this is nothing new. Hoskins has struggled. Struck out in the 7th. Jorge Lopez trying to make sure that is the case right here. So you see Hoskins arguing balls and strikes. You better keep it cool, my man, or you will get tossed. Hoskins swings at a sinker, but can't do much with it. Here's the 0-2. Hoskins really struggling out the gate this season. That's a big strikeout by Jorge Lopez. Runners are still going to be at the corners, but there are now 2 gone in a much more manageable situation after the K on Hoskins. Joey Wiemer steps in, 1 for 4 on the day. 2 outs. 2 men on. The leading run just 90 feet away from Milwaukee. Sinker's going to be fouled off. 1-0 count. Mets fans on their feet. They know the severity of this situation. Lopez now got Wiemer down 0-2. And look at Jorge Lopez. I'm talking about that is clutch, man. That is clutch. Mets looking to end this game here in the bottom of the 10th. Game still tied at 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Milwaukee, number 29,
Trevor McGill steps in after Hobie Miller pitched a very good relief appearance. McGill paints the top of the strike zone at 101. Jeff McNeil represents the game-winning run on second. Pete looking at a 1-1 count here.
That's a ball.
Nasty curve, a lot of movement on it. We don't give chase though. 2-1 count. Mm. 103 on the gun. There's no way you're catching up with that. Slider up high. Pete fouls it off. 2-2 count. This one hit to Adames, and McNeil going to make it to third. And now the Mets can win this game with a productive out even from Francisco Lindor right here. 1 out. McNeil on third.
Count 1-0.
I'm going to be honest with you. I hate to take McNeil out, but Joey Wendell is a left-hander. He can play. Oh, wait a minute. We even got Mauricio. Mauricio can play second base. We're gonna take out McNeil right there.
Number 10, Roddy Mauricio.
All right, so we got speed at third. Not much more speed than what Jeff McNeil has. I don't know what they're expecting here, but I'm not doing no suicide squeeze or anything like that. I'm taking a swing. We got a 2-0 count right here. Francisco late on that one. 2-1 count. 101 on that fastball. This guy's got gas. Ooh. And 101 that time coming right at your face. Wow. 3-1 count. Hopefully he goes with something off speed right here that we can make some good contact on. Nope. Instead, it's another triple-digit fastball, and Lindor cannot catch up with it. Oh, man. This is a very, very, very shallow pop. I didn't want to take any chances right there. So it's going to be up to Francisco Alvarez right here to potentially give the Mets a chance to walk it off here in extras. Ball upstairs as the infielders now move back. 2 outs. Running still 90 feet away from winning this game for the Mets. Nice fastball upstairs. Swung on and missed by Alvarez. 1-1 count to the Mets catcher. One in the dirt. Good block by Contreras. 2-2 count to Alvarez. Alvarez gets one inside, chops it off. So we'll call time. Try to get right in the box. Alvarez thought about swinging right there. He holds up. 3-2 count. And Alvarez going to draw a walk. That will bring up the lefty DJ Stewart. The runners at the corners here. 19th pitch will be on the way here from Trevor McGill. 2 outs here. Is that what I think it is? It's a walk-off, baby. DJ Stewart walks it off in clutch fashion. 404 feet later, it is a bomb and the game is over. The Mets walk it off against the Brewers, and what better way to win this series? Oh my, I wasn't expecting that. Boom, big hit. We know that this guy throws in the triple digits, so if you make solid contact, it's gonna go for a ride. And that one is into the Brewers bullpen, and that is game, ladies and gentlemen. The Mets pull off a great comeback victory. We lost in extras in the previous game 3-2, only to bounce back, win the series, win game 3, 6-3 in extras. Jorge Lopez, I was worried about having to potentially use more arms in this game going back and forth, but DJ Stewart sends the Mets fans home happy, as we'll get one more glance at the highlights in this game. Yelich and the Brewers did a good job all game. Man, what a game. What a battle. Adam Ottavino was crucial in his role coming in, slowing down this lineup. Jorge Lopez came in, got some big strikeouts. We played it very smart, walking Adames twice and then facing Hoskins. Hoskins was retired on both situations. We got out of those innings. Just a great game. That's the best game we've played all season thus far. DJ Stewart is your player of the game, 2 for 4 with a walk-off 3-run home run to win it for the Mets in extras. Again, Jorge Lopez, your winner, 2 Ks, a walk, but he only pitched an inning and 2/3. He was great. Trevor McGill came in, lost the game, gave up a hit, gave up a walk, and then gave up a blast. We'll take a quick peek at the numbers for the day. There you see again, we walked Willie Adames twice because he was tearing us up. He had 3 hits on the day. 11 Ks for the Mets as a ball club. We struck out 6 times as a hitting team today. 7 walks. That was very crucial in us staying in this game. 7 walks. Good job by the Mets. Good eye. Good clutch hitting. Just an overall standout performance by the Metropolitans. Got to salute Brandon Nimmo and Starling Marte. They had key pieces in this game. Wow, great performance. As we take a look at the pitching stats, we'll leave you with the highlights once more. We appreciate all of y'all for tapping in with us here at BYC Gaming. We will be back very soon. Don't worry. We're going to run it right back up with the New York Mets franchise here at Bring Your Controller. Peace, love. We gone.